You Got the Love is a 1986 single by Candi Staton. It was then remixed by The Source and re-released in 1991 as The Source and Candi Staton in 2008. The song was covered by English soul singer Joss Stone for her fourth studio album, Color Me Free. Released in October 2009. In November 2009, another cover version was released as a single by English indie rock band Florence and the Machine. The Now Voyager remix of the song was used for the theme tune of live Football League coverage on Sky Sports until the start of the 2014-15 season. Details: the original version is a soul gospel track written by Anthony B. Stevens, Arnisha Michelle Harris and John Bellamy. It featured an a cappella version utilized by Paul Simpson for a remix of the ad of a song Musical Freedom in 1989. The original Candi Staton track had been recorded for a video-only 1980s documentary about an obese man who was trying to lose weight. When approached by The Source, Candi said she couldn't remember having recorded a song called You Got the Love. It was only later that she realized she had performed the song years earlier for the documentary. The producers of the video had selected the song for her to sing, but as they had no funds to pay her, they donated half of the copyright and publishing to Candi. The Candi Staton a cappella was originally mixed over an instrumental version of the Frankie Knuckles' Jamie Principle house song Your Love, by Elektra, by John True Love on his 1989 release Love Rock on a track titled Untitled. This bootleg release was a recording of John mixing the two pieces of vinyl together. A more polished version was re-released 2 years later, again by John True Love, called You Got the Love. This version was mixed in the studio by Erin Abdullah. Another popular remix is the Now Voyager mix from 1996. This version of the track was used on the series finale of the HBO drama series Sex and the City and American Girl in Paris, Part 2. The DJ Erin re-release reached number 4 in the UK singles chart. It was remixed and reissued in 1996, this time reaching number 3, the song's highest position, and then reissued again in 2006 with new mixes by the Shapeshifters among others, reaching number 7. The 2006 mix also featured more lyrics than the first two versions. The original bootleg radio mix of the track was featured in the film Layer Cake in the club where Sydney talks to the film's protagonist as he looks on at Sydney's girlfriend. The Now Voyager mix of the track was used on the third season finale of the HBO comedy dramedy series Sex and the City Cock-a-Doodle-Doo. In 2007, Manchester band The Long Cut recorded a version as part of their double A-side release on Melodic Records. Florence and the Machine version was released November 16, 2009, from the acclaimed album Lungs. This version of the track was used on the series finale of the CW drama series Gossip Girl New York. I Love You XOXO. Music videos. The 1991 video shows silhouettes of men and women dancing on a white background, sometimes as individuals, couples or in groups, intercut with a sequence of close-ups of different faces miming to the lyrics. Grainy footage of a Northern Line London Underground train entering a station also appears. The 1997 video features the Now Voyager mix, and portrays a man dressed like a friar carrying a cross being guided by an angel and tempted by the devil. The 2006 version features the New Voyager mix in a black and white video. Set in London, it portrays an angelic young man played by Neil Newbin watching out for the poor, lonely and vulnerable in the streets, subways and gardens. Single listings, 1989 version, entitled, 1991 version, You Got the Love, You Got the Love. You Got the Love, You Got the Love, entitled, You Got the Love, You Got the Love, 1997 UK version, You Got the Love, You Got the Love, 2006 UK version, You Got the Love, 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 enhanced video, Australian version, You Got the Love, You Got the Love, You Got the Love, You Got the Love, You Got the Love. You got the love, 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 2012 Hungarian version, You've Got the Love 2K12. Florence and the Machine version, the song was covered by English indie rock band Florence and the Machine as You've Got the Love, and released as the fifth single from their debut album, Lungs. It was first released on December 1, 2008 as the B-side to their second single Dog Days Are Over. It was then later released as a digital download-only single on January 5, 2009 in the United Kingdom only, after the mass praise it received during the release of Dog Days Are Over. After being released well before Lungs was finally recorded and released, it was later featured on the album as its bonus track. The single was given a re-release on physical format on November 16, 2009 in the United Kingdom. For the reissue a music video was shot. Background the track, which is significantly shorter than the original, was produced by Charlie Hugal, who also produced 3 other tracks on Lungs. Hugal was also involved in the bass and percussion development of the song. The track features Isabella Summers on piano, Christopher Lloyd Hayden on drums, Tom Moth on harp, Rob Ackroyd on guitar and Florence Welch on vocals. Florence Welch explained her inspiration behind covering one of her favorite songs ever. As a kid, going to clubs and raves, this song made me feel love. At Festival last year we were top of the bill on that stage, so we were thinking of an amazing cover we could do, and I thought of Candi Staton. Even in rehearsals, playing it was just the most euphoric feeling. Then playing it live and seeing everyone's arms in the air, and the faces it was the best feeling ever. I was dressed as a genie sea monster, and I remember looking at my guitarist as we played the first chords, and then there was the reaction and it was like tearing ourselves open and just exploding on the crowd, and then all did it back. It's a feeling you couldn't express. I'm really excited that now in our live shows I'm going to be playing one of my favorite songs ever, Loads. You've Got the Love is a fan favorite of the band and has been played at numerous festivals around the United Kingdom during 2008 and 2009. Including the Festival, Glastonbury, Way Out West, Brighton, Electric Picnic, Leeds, Smash and Grab and with an acoustic version being performed at a festival in Reading. It's also been performed live in Ibiza on BBC Radio 1 and at the BBC Live Big Weekend. Florence also made a guest appearance during the XX's 2010 Glastonbury Festival performance, where they played their remix of the track. In 2013, a children's choir rendition of the song was used in TV spots for Coca-Cola. Critical reception You've Got the Love received positive reviews who notably commented on the song in reviews of Dog Days Are Over. Music OMH commented on the song by saying that following with her tradition of some finely chosen cover versions, there's even an excellent rendition of the Source's You Got the Love. Altsounds.com reviewed the track, writing, You've Got the Love is a standard pop number that does something in a non-standard fashion. It isn't afraid of looking at its simplistic melodic hooks and accepting it with a touch of lyrical honesty and contemplative imprint. CantatMusic.com also commented on the song by saying that the B-side cover of the Source Ft. Candi Staton's You Got the Love is equally strong. DailyMusicGuide.com also positively reviewed the single, writing, Florence plus the Machine have used the format of the original remix but have certainly breathed new life into this old classic. With Florence Welch's distinctive voice she makes this song her own. The inclusion of a harp only adds to the gentle sway effect produced by the track, bursting gently in without malice at around 18 seconds in. The song's lyrics are empowering. Florence's heavenly voice has a vulnerable quality which, as it has with relatively short career so far, grows stronger through You've Got the Love's verse and chorus. It's empowering, liberating and moving all at the same time, not least conveyed by the emotion in Welch's vocals. Rating 4/5. Commercial performance Upon the original release of You've Got the Love it peaked at number 158 on the UK singles chart. The song later re-entered the singles chart at number 124 and moved up to number 68 in the next week's chart. The following week it fell 7 places to number 75 before dropping out of the top 100. It then re-entered the chart, 2 weeks later on August 22, 2009 at number 59, where it peaked before dropping out the top 100 again. Its re-entry pattern then continued when it re-entered 3 weeks later on September 12, 2009 at number 88. The song peaked at number 16, after the single's actual release in 2009. It spent a total of 8 weeks within the top 100, longer than both previous singles Kiss with a Fist and Dog Days Are Over. On January 3, 2010, You've Got the Love climbed 18 places to a new peak of number 13 in the UK singles chart, and on December 31, 2009 and its use in the last episode of Gavin and Stacey on 1 January 2010. 1 week later, on January 10, 2010, the song peaked at number 5 in its 34th week in the UK singles chart, becoming Florence's most successful song and first ever top 10 hit. Following her Brit performance in February 2010, You've Got the Love climbed to number 12, just missing out on the top 10. It has spent 30 weeks in the UK top 40 singles chart. On January 8, 2010, You've Got the Love climbed up the Irish singles chart, reaching a peak of number 21, whereas before it had only reached number 30. After falling out of the charts, on February 26, 2010, You've Got the Love re-entered the Irish singles chart, reaching a new current peak of number 16. In January, You've Got the Love entered the Australian singles ARIA charts at number 50, and remained within the top 50 for a large amount of time. In February and March, it was consistently increasing positions, where it eventually reached a peak of number 30. Due to popular TV shows like Domestic Blitz and MasterChef Australia using it in commercials, the song rapidly climbed to number 17, on the 4th of April, and to its highest peak of number 9 on the 11th of April. It hasn't been released as a physical single, and has relied solely on digital sales, where it has peaked at number 5. In New Zealand, the single began receiving mainstream radio airplay, causing it to rise to 50 on the airplay chart, however the airplay has since dropped. In Australia, the track has reached a top 10, currently peaking at number 9. The song was also used in MasterChef Australia promos. Music video. Despite originally being released as a single almost 9 months earlier, the band announced on September 18, 2009 that a music video would be made for the song and would be shot on September 21, 2009 in London. It features Welch in a white, sparkly leotard dancing on a large moon-shaped platform suspended over a nightclub, an homage to Studio 54. The video later shows many people beneath her dancing to the song. The video that will air on United Kingdom television has a different version of the song to the one on the album. Track listings. Original release. You've Got the Love, a Euro 258. UK CD single. You've Got the Love, a Euro 249, You've Got the Love, a Euro 751, Addicted to Love, a Euro 320. UK 7-inch single. You've Got the Love, a Euro 240, You've Got the Love, a Euro 536. Digital EP. You've Got the Love, a Euro 248, You've Got the Love, a Euro 753, You've Got the Love, a Euro 621, You've Got the Love, a Euro 345. Charts and certifications. Certifications. You Got the Dirty Love. At the 2010 Brit Awards on February 16, 2010, Florence and the Machine and Dizzy Rascal performed a mashup of You Got the Love, and Dizzy's song Dirty Cash, entitled You Got the Dirty Love. The single was released on February 17, 2010 exclusively to iTunes, one day after the Brits' performance. On February 21, 2010, the single entered the UK singles chart at number 2. As of May 2010, the single has sold more than 280,000 copies in the UK. You Got the Dirty Love is featured on the Dirty Deluxe edition of Dizzy Rascal's Tongue-in-Cheek album. The track charted in Ireland following the album's release. It also appears on the Between Two Lungs reissue of Florence and the Machine's album Lungs. The song was performed at Radio 1's Big Weekend in North Wales on May 22, 2010. And again at the Glastonbury Festival 2010 on June 25. The song was also performed at Capital's Summertime Ball 2010, where Florence Welch appeared as a special guest during Dizzy's set. Charts. References. External links. The source, Now Voyager, Sound on Sound article on the recording and mixing of Florence and the Machine's version, video, full lyrics of this song at Metro Lyrics.